Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Brendan Neef, he's a regular on The Price of Business. He's with the company called Victory Transportation Systems, and his website is victorytrucks.com. Before we get into our topic today, Brendan, real quick, kind of tell us the story of Victory Transportation Systems.
Good morning, and thanks for having me. Well, we're a hotshot company here in Houston, Texas, and what we do is we help customers transport any of their transportation needs anywhere in Houston or anywhere in the regional part of the United States. And if they need us to, we can go anywhere in the rest of the continental United States. And people that call us usually need something picked up and delivered right away, because wherever it's going and for their customers, it's in time of need, and something's gone down, a machine's gone down, or then something in a plant needs addressing, and the product that we're taking is going to help them get back up and running. So they call us when they need it picked up and delivered right away. Yeah,
I mean, the stuff that you deal with is often a company literally being paralyzed by what's happened.
Sure. Or, something they ran out of a product, or a product's going to help them keep the job going. Could be not as major as something being down, but for them to continue on with the job so they don't have to sit and delay and be waiting around till tomorrow. They can get it today, and they can get it tonight or whenever they need it, so we can pick it up, hot shot it to where it needs to go.
Yeah, very good. So we're already in the second quarter, and I'm impressed by how fast this year has flown by. And I know you, as a thought leader in the business arena and the entrepreneur arena, you deal with each quarter in a very strategic way. So what comes to mind when you're in that early part of the second quarter?
Well, what we did is we got together last week, the leadership team, and we spent most of the day. We spent a full day reviewing the first quarter, which, we're definitely Houston seeing a turbulent time right now. So we looked at the numbers, and obviously, like every other company around Houston, or a lot of the companies, we looked and analyzed what the turbulence did to us as a company, what we can do to overcome the turbulent time, what we can do that's in our control, that we can move forward, have some positive growth, and still have some things good for the rest of the year. And so that's what we focused on for that day, and we came up with some things that we think, some initiatives that we think for the quarter will help us fight the turbulent times on our own space and let us focus on what we can control. And that's one of the things we talked about that we drive down to the team, is keeping a positive attitude and not worry about what's going on outside these walls. Focus on what we can do to overcome it, taking care of our customers, giving them great experiences, not doing anything to add any more to the turbulence either.
Right. And so trying to be actors rather than reactors, act strategically rather than react.
Sure, and not focus on what's going on and be negative. Focus on what we could do, things we can initiate, things we can create, and add opportunities for us even in a challenging or turbulent time.
Very interesting, and I think very important. And I think that's interesting in that a lot of business owners end up becoming kind of like ostriches in times like this. They just want to hide their head, and they want to pretend things aren't that bad. We had an attorney on the show a couple of segments ago who was talking about how, he's dealing with clients who are coming in when he could have helped them with a Chapter 11, which means reorganization, and instead he's doing Chapter 7s because they simply waited too long. And you're being proactive. You're not even, you're going out there and taking territory back, which I think is very exciting. Actually, you're creating excitement out of turbulence.
Yeah, and that's like you got the two choices. You can put your head in the sand or in the ground like an ostrich, which you did a good analogy there. You can figure out, what, two things are going to happen. We're going to control our destiny. We're going to figure out ways to get everybody on board, to create a good vision, create excitement. You get the team feeling excited and let them know, what, it is bad, but we can still make something great happen. And that's our theme actually for the second quarter, is make big happen. And so that's what we're focusing on, and we're finding ways to do that with getting different ideas from the frontline employees. They're dealing with customers all the time. We're talking to our customers. So what they're doing to help us find some new opportunities. If they talk to one of our customers, they customers, excuse me, let me start that over. If they talk to one of our customers, they're asking them, hey, do you guys use Hot Shot services at all? And if you do, could one of our salespeople call you? And we found a couple of opportunities like that. So we're just trying to think creatively and take initiative and keep a positive outlook and make it fun. And that's our theme for the quarter, make big happen. So and we're starting off good so far.
Make big happen. I love it. And that's something you do every quarter, right? You sit down and you have a meeting with your strategic team and you define goals and objectives and those type of things.
Yeah, we do it on a quarterly basis, and we do have some things that we want to accomplish for the year as well, and we get our whole team involved. We meet as a leadership team, but we get feedback and information from the frontline employees and the rest of the team as we prepare for that quarterly meeting. And then once we come out of that quarterly meeting with the game plan and the theme, we go back and have a all-hands meeting with all the rest of the team and let them know what we've decided to do for the quarter, what the theme is, and we create a neat environment in the office. We have contests. We do things like that to make things fun, and we're focused on those quarterly objectives. And if it's their daily activities is not going to help us accomplish those quarterly objectives, then we tell them don't do it. Focus on what's going to help us accomplish those goals for the quarter.
Brendan Neef, he is with Victory Transportation Systems. That's victorytrucks.com. With about 30 seconds, some thoughts for that CEO who's had his head in the sand.
Well, there's two things he can do. If he was asking me what he would do, I'd tell him to get that head out of the sand, take a day off, recharge, get some relaxing time in, and the next day spend a couple of days figuring out, what are some things I can do to help us move forward? And all you got to do is move forward a little bit, get a little bit of momentum, create some excitement. How can I get the team involved? Because the team knows, so you let the team know the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then let them know what we can do to come out of this thing. And you'll start to see everybody getting a good, positive mentality, and they'll help you get out of the funk and to try to move forward.
Right. The greater the transparency, the quicker you can keep things moving and the better things are.
Correct. And they know. So just having talks with them and letting them know, and that you're sharing their anxiety with them. But let's put our anxiety to work. Let's see what we can do to create some good things and make things happen for the next few months. And you never know what can happen.
Yep. Brendan Neef, he's a regular on The Price of Business. His website is victorytrucks.com, and you can tell why. I consider him a thought leader, very powerful, positive influence in our business community, and I love the insight that he brings as a thought leader. Thanks so much, Brendan.
Thank you, guys. Have a good rest of the week.
You too. When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, the show continues 24/7 at priceofbusiness.com. Have a great rest of your day. Spend it wisely on this station.